Joseph's journey from slave to prime minister. A long time ago in the land of Canaan, there lived a young boy named Joseph. He was the 11th son of a man named Jacob, and he was very special to his father. In fact, Joseph was Jacob's favorite child. To show his love, Jacob gave Joseph a beautiful coat of many colors. Joseph's brothers were jealous. They didn't like how their father favored him, and they were even more upset when Joseph shared dreams he had. In his dreams, he saw himself ruling over his brothers. This made them angry and full of hate. One day when Joseph went to check on his brothers in the field, they made a wicked plan. They grabbed him, tore off his colorful coat, and threw him into a dry well. Later, they sold him to some traders traveling to Egypt, and they told their father that Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave to a rich man named Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Joseph worked hard and did everything honestly. Potiphar saw that God was with Joseph, so he made him the head of his household. Everything Joseph touched seemed to succeed, but trouble came. Potiphar's wife lied about Joseph. She accused him of doing something he didn't do. Because of that, Joseph was thrown into prison. Even in prison, Joseph stayed faithful to God. He helped others and showed kindness. Soon, the prison warden put Joseph in charge of the other prisoners. One day, two of Pharaoh's servants were thrown into jail, the chief baker and the cupbearer. They each had strange dreams, and Joseph, with God's help, explained their meanings. Just as Joseph said, the cupbearer was restored to his position, but he forgot all about Joseph for 2 whole years. Then one day Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had 2 strange dreams. None of his wise men could explain them. That's when the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Joseph was brought from prison to stand before Pharaoh. With God's help, Joseph explained the dreams. There would be 7 years of plenty in Egypt, followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh was so impressed by Joseph's wisdom and honesty that he made him the second most powerful man in Egypt, the prime minister. Joseph was just 30 years old. During the 7 good years, Joseph stored up food in large barns. When the famine came, Egypt had enough food, and people from many lands came to buy grain, including Joseph's own brothers. They didn't recognize him, but Joseph recognized them. After testing their hearts, Joseph finally revealed who he was. He forgave them and said something powerful. "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Joseph invited his whole family to come live in Egypt, and he was reunited with his father Jacob. What started as a painful journey through betrayal, slavery, and prison ended in God's plan being fulfilled. Joseph became a ruler who saved lives. Lesson: Joseph's life teaches us that even when bad things happen, God can use them for a greater purpose. Trusting God in every season will always lead to victory.